immigration, mass deportations, no new wars, we're going to fix the economy. Well, he hasn't done any of that, and people are pissed off. And we're going to war and opening ourselves up for no reason to benefit a foreign country. It's not about thousands of soldiers being killed and Tucker being wrong. It's about we're putting ourselves in a position where that can happen for no strategic benefit. That's the difference.
But Myron,
hold on.
No.
Can I respond? Go ahead.
My turn. Thank you.
Go ahead.
You're right on some points. I'm gonna.
Aren't you supposed to be the moderator?
Yes, but I also have the right to intervene when I feel that it's needed. You're right on some points. I'm not arguing the points that you're giving, nor what AB is giving. You two are that I wanna come out and ask is you are speaking from a position that you don't want US to be involved in any conflict. Okay, am I right?
Not involved in any conflict that doesn't benefit us. None of you can name to me any strategic reasons that where invading Iran is going to benefit the United States. None of you can give me a benefit.
My question here's how it could benefit the United States. Okay, the United States benefit from having let's put it this way: the United States self-sufficient? Yes or no? As of today,
it depends in what way.
Self-sufficiency is a very clear element. A country is self-sufficient when it can sustain a couple of years on its own without having any imports or any influence from the outside. Is the United States self-sufficient as of today?
It depends on what category. Like if we're going to say, are we self-sufficient military-wise? We make our own weapons. So you can make the argument that we're self-sufficient from a weapons standpoint. But when it comes to energy, there's different categories that we're self-sufficient in. That's a very catch-all question. There's different industries that we are self-sufficient in that we might not necessarily be self-sufficient in other industries.
Okay, so I'm going to clarify this for you. The United States are not self-sufficient because most of their supply, personal internal supplies, require elements that are not present on U.S. territory.
And what industry?
So
are we talking oil? What are we talking? You have to be specific.
Cobalt. Do you have cobalt?
Okay.
Do you have lithium?
All right, okay, good. So okay.
Okay, all of those require supply. Most of those supplies are concentrated in 5 different regions. In the center of Africa, in the Middle East, in the northern part of Russia, and in the Chinese or the eastern part. The rest of it is in South America. So the United States, since the arrival of Trump, have worked on establishing secure corridor on all those areas. The African section is in control of China. The Iranian and the Russians are under the Chinese umbrella, and then you had South America also, who was in conjunction with the rest, also under practically the Russian influence that also falls under the Chinese. Dismantling, since Trump arrived, he started dismantling slowly those rings of influence. He weakened the South American position. He had some allies with people like the Argentinian president. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying what those people are doing is right, but they are doing this in order to secure those supply lines on the south and block the supply lines to China. What he's doing right now in the Middle East, he's providing his allies and people around him with a certain position of control over that region. Is it the right strategy? That's where I agree with you. This will put American lives in danger. This is a war that involves the U.S. that is not specifically for 100% for the control of the U.S. because now they have those supplies from other areas, but it's a way to cut off the supply from an enemy of the state of the U.S. China and the U.S.
are objectively, right? The thing is, it's been objectively an enemy, not just according to me, Jewish conservative, which I am very proudly, right? Not just according to Donald Trump, who ran on being tough on Iran,
yeah,
but every single American. But every he also said he was going to be tough on Iran from when he ran before the first time. But I'm just saying the audacity for.
Please.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're removing the train of thought. The real enemy in here, in that entire strategy, what Jalal has said is specifically China. The current enemy of the U.S., they are in a Cold War, and every one of them is trying. We're back at the bipolar world, where Russia is a secondary to the position of China. China is the main protagonist, and China doesn't involve itself in kinetic conflict, while the US is starting to involve itself publicly in kinetic
And that's
conflict,
retarded.
which it didn't in the past.
But I'm
Which
saying
is, which is
the
why
audacity for
China's building industry while we're destroying industry and making ourselves look like idiots in the international stage, all because of Israel. Like-
America first trademark, as opposed to just sort of the concept. America first trademark is whatever Donald Trump fucking says it is, right? Now you can argue whether it's actually America first.
It's not America first, and that's the problem.
That's what I was. Yeah. So to give you an example, right? To give you an example, after Donald Trump did, and after the fear mongering, which ended up being completely wrong and completely erases any credibility people like you and Tucker have ever had, because you got it completely wrong, not mostly wrong, not half wrong, totally wrong. 0 casualties to tens of thousands. But put that aside. After Donald Trump did what he thought was America. No, you're missing the point. After Donald Trump, and after Midnight Hammer in June of last year, after Donald Trump, right, the airstrikes were done, and if it was done, they polled conservative voters and America First voters, and look this up. I'm not bullshitting you. 94% of strong Trump, so 94%, not 44%, not 10%, 94% of strong Trump supporters said, "Yeah, I like this decision." Even in this poll,
yeah, boomer retards and Jews like you. That's the
94%, bro. It's not boomer retards. It's everyone. It's young. It's
News.
Every demographic of people who like Trump. Every demographic,
bro.
94%.
Okay,
you can't turn that into boomer retards. It's 94%.
Of his declining base. Okay, that is dropping
94% of the people who voted for him and who strongly.
That's not accurate. Bro. Not at all. That's not accurate.
Go look
not
it up.
At all, dude.
Go look it up. After Midnight Hammer, and already this
Charlie
time,
Kirk,
insider
who
advantage.
Who was a huge Trump D-sucker, said, "Should we go to war with Iran?" It was 90% no. You're an idiot and you don't know what you're talking about. Charlie Kirk, who is literally pro-Israel, he is evangelical Christian pretty much, okay?
Yeah.
Like, we are going to bless Israel, blah,
Charlie
blah.
Kirk supported it too after it was done.
I know.
Charlie Kirk supported it too after it was done.
I'm using him as an example. He put out a poll on his Twitter, 5 million people that all love Trump, and they said,
but how about this time? Matt Gaetz and all these guys put out polls, and it's all in favor. Who cares? That's a Twitter poll. No matter which way, I'm talking about scientific polls, not Twitter polls.
What's
this time?
Polls?
This time, Matt Gaetz and Thomas Massey. I know you saw it. Matt Gaetz and Thomas Massey and all these guys who are on your side on this issue all put out online Twitter polls, and it all came out in favor. Do you want to bomb Iran? They asked, and every single one of them was like, "Yeah, fuck yes, I do.
Israeli bots.
Fuck yes, I do."
Israeli bots. You're
the point is
Twitter,
a guy named Amru Foodle does not get to define America first.
See,
Donald
dude,
Trump,
this guy
who created the America First movement, Donald Trump gets to define America first.
I love the fact that
a Sudanese immigrant does not get to define America first.
Shut the fuck up. You're a nobody. Nobody cares what you got to say.
You're a fucking nobody, buddy. I'm in the top 5% of income earners and I'm not even fucking monetized. You make your money in the griftosphere. I don't need the griftosphere.
And you just got your $7,000 from the Israeli government.
Somehow you subverted your way into fucking Homeland Security, but they're fucking
these Jewish Zionists are fucking insufferable.
Now we're going to a dick measuring contest, and I don't think it's.
And the funny part is, I probably make more money than him too.
The debate was
these dudes are stupid.
Thanks, Myron. Thanks, AB. As we were discussing,
just decide whether you think Donald Trump represents America first or Amru Foodle, the podcaster who got it wrong.
Dude, you're a stupid fucking Jew. Seriously, you are the reason why so many people don't like Israel. You guys are insufferable.
Last warning.
Fucking
next
dickhead.
time when I unmute, we stop. Thank you. In terms of the discussion,
fucking retarded ass Jew. This guy
right now
is a fucking nobody, and he just got embarrassed,
right now, which is quite important because that's
the other thing too.
Point.
Also,
there has been one.
We'll leave.
Person who's died in Abu Dhabi.
We'll leave this shit
in the airport.
Okay, so I love that. I hope you guys enjoyed that shit. Yo, this is why Mario Spaces have been like losing viewership, because you got these retarded Zionists in there. Yo, notice how none of them could tell me how there was strategic benefit. None of them could tell me. Somebody started talking about cobalt. I was like, what? And I started Googling it. Like, bro, the Congo is the biggest maker of cobalt. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Like, I'm like, what? Yeah. Like,
yeah, dude, it's an indefensible position. Oh, hang on. Okay, to my stream, I should sound a lot better now. Yeah. Did I just get too loud on your end or no?
No, you're good. I can hear you.
All right. My stream, spam ones if I sound a lot better now.
Bro,
I think I just fixed it.
You know what's funny too? Like,
anyways,
what he doesn't want to, what he didn't want to admit. So Charlie Kirk did that poll, right? And I'll pull that shit up real quick, right? About should we go to war with Iran? And it got like 90% saying no.
Here's what you proposed. I muted myself and actually did some commentary over this so I can highlight to my stream how much of hypocrites they are. Here's the thing. You asked, what is the biggest strategic benefit of the United States supporting Israel in a war in Iran? And every single Zionist on that panel strawmanned your argument. They all said, well, Trump says it, so it's America first. And then that didn't answer the question. He asked, what's the biggest strategic benefit? Whoever's in power saying that they want to do something doesn't mean that it's beneficial to the democracy. By the way, that's decided by the people. America is a democracy, and we make the government. We make the policies. That's how the country works. That's how it was founded. And so what Trump says doesn't go. That's a non sequitur. Secondly, I saw them talking about supplies and oil and relations with China. This does not benefit the United States because we further destabilize the balance structure of the region while simultaneously giving Israel more autonomy over Iran by destroying their proxy networks that keep them at bay from their vicious tendencies of decapitating regimes that causes power vacuums and causes so much more civilian casualty, as well as Islamic terrorism within these provinces like Syria, like Iraq. That's what I would have said. And I was dying for a mic, but the guy would not give it to me.
No,
and
they're not
guys,
gonna.
this is a poll from Charlie Kirk.
This was and
the biggest fucking neocon.
He's a huge, like, the people that follow this guy love Israel, chat. And June 12th, right before, should the U.S. go to war with Iran, 90% said no. Here's something that's really important for you guys to know. The Twitter updated its algorithm a couple of months back to be more pro-Israel. And ever since then, we've seen Israeli bots all over the place. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you're going to see way more.
Big increase.
Way more pro-Israel accounts on your timeline. So this is before Twitter did the big-ass patch. And we're using Charlie Kirk, which is important to use Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk was a huge Israel supporter. So his base loved Israel. And even they said, like, nigga, no, we don't want a war with Iran. So this proves me right. So this AB guy is a fucking dumbass. He's like, oh, a declining base, more than likely stupid-ass boomer niggas that still love Trump. Yeah, those guys are going to say bomb Iran. But, and then he said, oh, well, Thomas Massey did a poll. Well, Twitter has been compromised. There's Israeli bot farms everywhere now. Niggas just bought TikTok. Like,
it's disgusting and sickening how much these Israeli Zios play cover for how they subvert our government and put us in a compromising position. They say things like, well, don't you realize that we're winning the war? Don't you realize that we control the air now? Don't you realize that we've already killed Khomeini? What the fuck does that have to do with the question? We know the United States is the strongest military in the world. We know they can decapitate the regime in the matter of a few moments if they really decided to, which they've already started to do and made good progress. They cover tons of ground. That's not the point. That's a non sequitur. We are arguing the fact that it's not beneficial to the United States whether we could do it or not. Yeah, we can go decapitate any fucking regime in the world. What benefit does it pose to us? Why would we do it? Oh, well, Iran is a terroristic and they hurt people. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm not Iranian. I'm American. I don't know why people. Well, listen to us. Listen to us. They're terrorists and they've been terrorizing our people. And we have, we don't get any money. Our inflation's high and the government's doing a really bad job. Yeah, that's because of economic sanctions posed on them by the United States. That's motivated by Israel to put them in a compromising position so we can attack them one day. That's why your fucking government sucks. That's why the Ayatollah has a low approval rating. That's why anybody who's dissatisfied with the government can't afford groceries because the United States imposed sanctions via Israeli motivation. That's why Trump tarnished the deal in 2018. We lifted sanctions from them. For 2 years, the government was doing better, but then Israel got worried. Israel didn't want another power check. Israel didn't want another power in the region to match theirs. So what did they do? They planted Trump in the right position, strategically got him up. He got rid of the JCPOA introduced by Obama, and now we're here. And then these Israelis are saying in the debate that you were in the space on, oh, well, we're winning and we won, and so you were wrong on your prediction. What prediction did we make? Did we say that Iran would destroy the entire world? Did we say that Iran is untouchable? We said Iran is going to deal a great damage to Israel and their military barrage of their ballistic missiles program, which they spend a lot of money on. That's their main military funding. That's what they fund all of their military assets on. They have tons of launchers. They're mobile. They're underground. They're hidden. They're hard to target. It's a lot of work for the United States. The longer we're in this war, the more money it drags us into. And there's no greater strategic benefit other than giving Israel autonomy in the region. Why would we do that when they already choke our politicians to fucking death? What fucking sense does that make? These fucking, bro, I was so triggered listening to that shit. I was waiting for this nigga to give me a controller. Like, give me a fucking controller. Let me play the game.
And the thing
like,
also,
hook me the fuck up.
The thing also is like, because I was just trying to be patient to like let them just say the dumb shit that they were saying, even though there were many times I wanted to interject in. But like, none of them can give me a real reason why attacking Iran is beneficial to the United States. Obviously, someone like Samson, right? He would have never admitted that he was a, right-wing Jew, right? Like these niggas try to pretend like they're coming at it from like, I'm an American. What are you? Oh, you're Jewish. Oh, of course. Yeah, of course you're going to say dumb shit. So that's why he had all this vitriol for me, Tucker Carlson, etc.
Yeah.
And what he doesn't get,
it's emotional.
The other thing he didn't get was like, nigga, Tucker didn't say, oh, it's 100% going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Tucker's concern is that we're putting ourselves in harm's way for no fucking reason.
Yep.
That's the issue. It's a risk for no benefit. That's the problem.
As I've said, they strawmanned every
retarded.
single position that they've strawmanned every single America First position. They're saying, oh, America First is whatever. Did you hear him say that? The Samsung dumbass? He said, or Samsung, whatever the fuck his name is. He said America First is whatever Trump wants. What?
Yeah, bro.
What kind of fallacious, outrageous, ridiculous statement was that? I mean, and that's the thing with these guys, man. We have fun and we debate them on the spaces, these Zio spaces,
bro.
But they're never to be taken serious. And by the way, guys, the mindset and the frame of mind, the framework at the foundation that these people operate from in those Twitter spaces, those are the same people that donate millions and billions of dollars to our politicians and our lawmakers.
Yeah, actually,
those are the people that plant people in Congress.
Yeah.
That's why it's so fucking dangerous. That's why me and my brother do what we're doing. Because
and what did he say? He said, I got a bunch of money. Remember how he said he got a bunch of money and shit?
Yeah.
Yo, there's a reason why this nigga doesn't have his face on the thing. Guys, that's actually a really good point that you made. You guys need to know that the Republican Party is that right there, what y'all just saw.
Yeah.
That is the Republican
Party. Yep.
Like that dude.
Absolutely.
He's an American Jew, probably looks like a white guy if you saw him in real life, right? Has money, probably in finance or some shit like that. You saw him, I always say, oh, I make all this money, blah, blah. Bro, that is the fucking Republican Party right there and then, bro. These are niggas that are at these, that are support AIPAC. These are niggas that are donating. These are niggas that are there waving fucking Israeli flags at the Republican National Convention. These are niggas that are at the fucking Mar-a-Lago. Dudes like that, bro.
As well as the Europeans as well. Look at the Europeans inside of that space saying, well, this is beneficial for the United States. Can you even name 3 branches in the fucking government? Name the 3 branches of government.
Yep.
You have a fucking opinion about American foreign policy. You don't know how our government works. You've never been to our country. You're not a citizen. You weren't fucking born here. You're a stupid fucking European. You don't have any vested interest in this country.
We're about to take Greenland from y'all dumbass niggas, and you're fucking sucking the administration dry. Like, what?
I'm speaking to that dumbass girl.